Hi puzzlers, it's me again. I'm going to start up a new puzzle today, so I'm going to get into that session quite soon. But before that, I just want to tell you about a few things why I haven't been puzzling for a while, and that is mainly because I've been working on the tech stuff here in the studio. So I've got myself a new camera set up, and I've been trying to get it to trace all my puzzling, the pieces that I place down, without me having to manually tell the computer to take a new snapshot every now and then. If you have seen my shows, you know, you would know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, you just sort of get into it. I think this puzzling session that I'm doing now will have a lot of technical issues because I've just got it set up and I haven't really taken all the errors out of it. But we'll soon see about that. It's also been my birthday, and since people know me as a puzzler, I've got a few puzzles. I'm going to show you those right now. So I got these two beautiful puzzles from a brand that I haven't tried before. They're called Printworks, and it's Dusk to Dawn. I got these from my family, and they know how much I like puzzling puzzles where there's not much of not that many features on it, just these gradients. So this is Sky at Dawn, and this other one is the Sky at Dusk. So I think I'll be doing a special for those, maybe putting all the pieces together in one big pile. Let's see if I can sort them out. And then I got another puzzle, and that's the one I'm doing today. I got this, it's a cover, or it's a painting from a guy called Hopper, Edward Hopper, I think, yeah, and it's called Nighthawks from 1942. It's really beautiful. So that's what I'm doing today, actually. Let's see if I can get, and that's also why I'm sitting in I've got shoes in the background here. It makes it look like I'm sitting in a cafe, sort of. Because this is what that is. Let me see if I can show it. It looks a lot darker than I actually think it is. Let's see about that, but it's these guys and a woman sitting in a cafe in the 40s, I guess. I don't know if they're just regular guys or if they are working for the police or something. They look kind of like taken out of a mafia movie. So this is also, it's from a company called Piatnik or something like that, a puzzle maker. I haven't tried them before either, so it'll also be a lot of fun. Oh, let me see if I can even get this open. It's always the issue with not having that much of nails and this plastic, right? So it's usually in this first show, I'm just going to set up the frame and do like an initial first sort. So let's see what this looks like. We open it up. There we go. Pretty much what you expect. A big pile of puzzle pieces. Maybe a bit smaller than I'm used to. I don't know. It's still that great smell of a new puzzle. I guess it's the paint and maybe the glue or something that has that special taste. Or not taste, I haven't tasted it, sorry, smell. So let's put that in there, like so. And let's just see if I can get it like so. And I'll put that over here. And I think that I will, actually, let me just fix a few things with the background here as well. We might as well just use, we can have this big background, no chat window and new stats, and we can also get rid perhaps of these pieces left there. There we go. So I'm going to just get a few things. I usually say this when I'm sorting, that I should have sorted on these sorting trays right off the bat. And I think I'll do that this time. I'll just put those up like so, and I will start doing some sort of sort. Yeah. And also looking at this now, I think the strategy will probably to pull out these reds up here. It's kind of part of a building. And then this green up here, and maybe that will go into this. There are a few other green things as well in here. Shows better on the cover perhaps than on the video. and then the counter and the people, maybe something like that. Also there's a big sign up here. I might be able to pick that out, but I guess we'll see when we start flipping pieces and look for the edge pieces as well. So I think I'm just gonna start flipping these over, picking out the edge pieces, see where we end up. Might be a good strategy. And yeah, since this is a new brand as well, I have to feel the pieces a bit, and I think the quality looks great as far. A bit thinner perhaps than some of the brands I've used. But they all separated in good cuts, so that's looks promising. Okay, so we can see now that there's this yellow green type of, and there's this other green color there. So maybe we can just start doing a quick sort. And there's something as well, and you know how much I I dislike these dark pieces because of all the glare that they sort of force or come with it, and I think there would be a lot of that in this puzzle. So you probably hear me complaining a lot about that. We'll see once we get started. Okay, so there we go. Just doing it. Hope I can get this about right. Focusing on getting all these edge pieces out, and I think there will be a majority of these dark pieces, even though there's quite a lot of, it's a bit hard to see these brownish pieces. There's a guy actually, I think at least. So when I'm done with doing the frame, I will set up a new puzzle on the missingpiece.blog, so that you can choose your pieces if you want to get into that. Let's see if someone can guess right. And I'm doing an alteration on that as well now, because if you've watched the last couple of shows, you've noticed that some of the people guessing has gotten better at it. Realize that if there is, for example, on this puzzle, if this green area here, which sticks out quite a bit, if I'm done with that and there's a piece missing in the middle of it, that might just be a good sign that will be the one that's missing. So I'm going to actually pick out, I'm going to do that now. Good that I thought of it. So I'm actually going to pick out 6 pieces this time that I haven't looked at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Then I'm going to pick one of them. Where is that? Here it is. So this one piece, that will be the missing one, right? And these other 5, they will be revealed as I puzzle along. So I will flip those over after, say, 200 pieces for the first one and 400 pieces for the next one, and so on, so that you can't be quite sure that you got the right one, even though you picked one early on that is promising. That might be revealed. So that's just a small alteration. I'm going to make sure that I can get that those pieces separated, or make sure that I don't flip those over by mistake, as I did with this one. I'm going to get another container of some sort that I can keep them in. Okay, so here we go. And as you know, I really enjoy this part of puzzling, because it's, I think, the most relaxing part for me, since there's no pressure of doing this quickly, since I'm not competing or anything. I'm just taking my time here, and I don't really have to focus as much. When I start getting puzzling, so to speak, I get really focused because I get into it so much and I really enjoy it. And so that, even though it's a lot of fun, it gets a bit more tense. This is just so relaxing, because I can just And just go through this, trying not to make too many mistakes. Look at all the beautiful pieces and colors and so on. Start to get a feel of what the puzzle will be like. And the sense that I'm getting now is that there will be a lot of this. Ooh, to avoid glare. If I can set up my puzzle area a bit better. I don't know, I actually have quite good lighting here. I think that could improve with having a few lights on the side as well, but I'm not sure. I think I would just have to keep managing that somehow. Looking at different angles and so on. If you have any good advice for people out there, I'd be glad to listen to them and try to use some of the techniques that might be out there. I think it's especially true with this kind of puzzle with big areas of sort of the same color. But they tend to be a bit static, and if they're dark as well, it's just, there has to be some glare. So they're really nice colors though. Starting to look forward to piecing this together. It's also what happens during the sort. I get into it, and I just want to start piecing puzzles together. When you start seeing, oh, that one has to go with this one, or this has to be in that general area. Just want to get started. But we'll just take this nice and slow. I think the edge might be a bit challenging, because once again there's lots of pieces that are, maybe I haven't said it, but this is a 1K puzzle. It's not too big, but there might just be quite a lot of pieces along the edge there that are just the same color. So all you have to go on is shape, really. That usually forces you to work a bit harder, of course. And maybe we can come up with some strategy there as well to make it go a bit faster. We'll see once we get puzzling. Alright, so there we go. I'm going to, I think I'm going to slide all these dark ones over on this tray and just keep doing that as I move along. So I think that there will be quite a lot of those. See, I think those are people. And also when I get another angle at this, I can see that quite a few are more dark green than others. So this tray will probably, I'll sort that again to get that and to get them into sort of degrees of darkness, I guess, or degrees of greenness or whatever. So we can still work quite a lot with that. But I think this will be quite a handful. You can go back and look at me doing a puzzle called The Witching Hour, which I did this Halloween. I also had a lot of dark pieces. You'll hear me complain quite a lot about it. But I think I learned there when I had the opportunity to sort of think it through what really happened, that it's better to just start sorting by shape early and find a strategy for that, and trying to be too smart about it. At least that's what I think. Because if you don't get that gradient, if you don't get a feel for where the pieces are supposed to go, then it just takes extra time trying to be smart about it. Instead, just focus on shape as if there was no features at all. I think that might be faster. I'm not sure though, but I think I'll get an opportunity to try it on this one, because there are, picking up from my point of view here, yeah, maybe it's your point of view as well. These are just all the same, pretty much. And then these are all the same as well, of course, but there are not as many of them, which makes it, you can sort of just sort them through and find a strategy and find pieces quite easily when you have like 400-500 pieces that are all look the same to you. Then you have to find some other way to handle them. So 3 of the corners have been located now as well. It's always nice to have them sorted out. And as I said, I think if I look like this, you can see that quite a few of them are a bit more red than the others, and a few, I don't know if they go in. Yeah, I might as well do a few there. A few of them are a bit more green, so they could probably go in this area. But I'll just work this through for now. So I guess I've filled about a full, or a bit more than a full sorting tray like this. That's usually about 300 pieces, 400 perhaps. So I'm going through half of this sorting session. And either I've missed a few of the edge pieces, or they haven't been evenly distributed yet, because there's another corner piece, because there's not by a long shot enough of those to get a fourth of the frame, I think. There we go. But that will sort itself out in the end. And they really should be kind of evenly distributed throughout the puzzle set, I guess. So maybe I haven't flipped as many pieces as I think. Let's do this. I'm starting to run out of space here already. But I'll transfer a few more over to that other tray that I have. Maybe I can get one handful more in there before I do that. Let's see now. I think that's green enough. So it's very green. I can put that up there. Bit of person, I think. Yeah, so I think this will be a rough sort. Of course, quite a few of these, I start to get a feeling that you can do a lot better with the sorting to get details out. Realize that all these greens aren't the same thing, so I'll probably get sorted a few more times. And as I said, all these will definitely need to be worked through to get into what's green and what's dark and what's brown and what's blue and so on. Because looking at this angle, there's quite a lot of features in these pieces as well. I just can't see them when I'm looking straight up at, or looking at them straight above. Now let's just get these spread out like that. Go. That right here. And yeah, we can have it like that, I think. Let's see, another handful here. There's a bit of yellow, there's a bit of brown. I was quite happy before today. Let's see. Yeah, I was happy because I usually have all these marks in the top of my head, right? Because I'm doing this basement that I'm sitting in. The doorways, the passages are a bit too. I have to think about them and then walk through, and then I get excited and I just sort of walk, just my normal walk, and then as I'm going through the doorways, I hit my head on it. And I was kind of happy today because I thought that I was not going to have any marks at the top of my head. But then just before I got started doing this puzzle, I walked into that same doorway again, of the doorpost. So now there's a mark maybe you can see it. Right, it's right up here, right? Oh, back there we go. It's brand new for you people. So the things you do for puzzling, right? Oh, that's green as well, I think. Green enough. That's just red enough. Brown, whatever. It's a few too. It's up there. Go. There's a few yellow ones as well. Starting to get crowded here, just after a few handfuls. So I might just slide these colors over to a new board as well, or start a new one over, maybe even. Might be quicker. Because it's not really full, this tray, but it's starting to get there, and if you want to have some separation between the pieces, you can't really pack it too dense. We'll do one last handful here. I think that goes up there. There's a few more edge pieces. There's one. There's a yellow piece. Edge piece. Sort of green, I guess. Sort of red. There we go. And then I'll just slide these over here. Like so. Righty. Go. Like that, I think. And then I will put this, just put that like that. And then I will pick up a new tray here. Like so. And we'll do the rest on that. So I'll just continue the yellow pieces here and do another new red thing up there. Right, and the greens up here. The greens with this lines going through them. Oh, there's an edge piece. I guess that's, if you look at the cover, it's these parts go, and also these things go along here. Maybe even the doorway up there, the entrance. So I just sort them like that. There's green. Edge, get those up there, do that, just slide these over. Oh, there, that's green also, I think. And we are starting to get through these already. So usually this part takes just over an hour, and I do it like this. And then setting up gluing the frame down and setting up the computer imaging that I do afterwards outside of recording. It takes another 30 minutes or so, and then I'm good to go. And then it's just the rest of the puzzling time. I think this will be a bit over 10 hours maybe. Looking at all these dark pieces, I think it would be a bit harder than some of the other 1K pieces or puzzles that I've done. So that would be a bit challenging if I don't find a good strategy for it. Those might just pop up. They do sometimes. You think that you're faced with something really tricky, and then you just realize that if you attack it a certain way, it's not at all as difficult as you thought that it might be. So let's hope for that, at least. looks as if there's not that much of puzzle, you know, the fluff, the dust that gets in the box from cutting the puzzle, I guess. I always end up with. Looking at the box now, it's not that much left in there, so it's good. It's also a sign of quality, I think. I don't really know if they're connected, but it's always nice not to have a dusty puzzle workbench once you start puzzling. Have that clean. Oh, there we go, I think. Let's do that. It's just... yeah, I can just slide these down for now. Now we will have ourselves some nice puzzle boards, or puzzle sorting trays here, I think. Piece trays. Oh, there we go. So that one is pretty much full by now. So we'll have, oh, there's, I think that's people, and that's along the border. So we will have one tray, 1.5 tray of these reds, yellows and greens. About 1.5 tray of these, yeah, the rest, the dark sort of mass. And yeah, that's about it, right? So that sounds just about right too. I guess that counted correctly. So always see what dimensions in puzzle pieces you end up with also. Some puzzles are 1K puzzles are 40 by 25, which comes out to exactly 1,000 pieces, but not all are like that. It sort of depends on the puzzle creator. Some are 1,008 pieces and so on, 28 by 36 for example, I think. 46 by 28 maybe I should say. It's fairly common as well. That's a reason also why I can set up this guess the piece thing before I have done the first, because I might actually choose pieces that are not in there, out of bounds, so to speak. So I've come to wait for that. I guess I could have made some sort of intermediary thing, but then again, you can wait. All right. Go. It's just too dark. It's yellow. There's the edge thing. There's that. There's that. I think it might be green. These might be red. And yeah, there's more red in there, but let's just do it like this. So now I'm anxious to get started. I'm piecing this together as well. Getting the frame done. Go. Sort that out. Flip these over. Yeah, that's red. That's a bit of green. That's a bit of a person maybe. These, the ones that I pick out that I think might be parts of the people sitting there, that could just as easily be something entirely different. Really, I haven't thought this through too much. It's just that it happens quite a lot in those pieces that I pick out. Lots of detail. And the only thing on this puzzle really that has great detail like that are the people. And parts of the cafe perhaps. Then again, I haven't picked out that many of those either, so there's got to be more. So maybe I've just managed to pick out the faces or whatnot. Might be part of the coffee maker also. I don't know. So getting to the last couple of handfuls here now. There's that. Slide these up. And maybe I should tell you a bit about the technology upgrades that I've done. I actually bought myself a 4K webcam that I will use to monitor the puzzle, the state of the puzzle, and then I will just use the DSLR to take images for the time lapse that I do. You know, the time lapse with just the puzzle on it. Those images, I think the quality you get out of taking pictures with the DSLR is, even though the webcam is quite good, the quality of that DSLR is just, it's not comparable. So I think I just want to keep doing that to get those beautiful time lapses done. But to cancel a bit of the noise and to make sure that I don't have to push the button every time I place the piece, I have upgraded to, or I bought a new webcam which is 4K, which will be able to keep track of all the pieces that I place, hopefully. I think that the tech stuff, the things that will break down in the beginning, is that it will just it will think that I've placed pieces that I really haven't, so it will be false positives, so to speak. We just handle that. Alright, these are the last few, and look at that. There's so little fuss in there, or puzzle dust, so that's really good. I think good sign, good quality, and none of the pieces have been stuck together either, or maybe 2 or 3, but they have sort of gotten stuck together in the box. I think there haven't been pieces that are supposed to stick together, so the tools must be sharp and new. Alright, so I think I'll leave it like that, I think. So we have 1.5 trays of these just unsortable dark pieces, and then we have 1.5 trays of these red, yellow and greens. It's not too bad. I think that would be a good sort, and then I'll look through all these dark ones again and see if I can pick out a few more like these. Or actually, when you look at them at an angle, they're quite green. These are quite red, so I'll just do that. But now I'm going to get working on the edge of the frame here. I'll put those to the side, and let's see what we have here. And yeah, so we have sort of the same mix in here, not surprisingly, I guess. So we have lots of greens, we have a few yellows, and then we have the darks. Some of them are more red than others, but I think I'll start with easy ones. Just start by doing these yellow ones, right? And then we'll do the greens, so we get that out of the way, sort of. So I guess these are the easiest ones. They were kind of free. And then this, I guess that goes there. We should have a connecting, or maybe no, it's not that. It's going to say that we should have also sort of blurred all the corners. You remember I had all the corners picked out, sort of messed that up. Oh, now I have 3 there at least. So let's see the rest of this then. No. That's good, I think. That's not good. That's better. That's good. And I think that's wrong, actually. Maybe that goes over here. Yeah, it did. What about? I think that's right. So something like that, I think. I guess that goes in there. Yeah. So is this really right then? Maybe. No. That sort of looks a bit off. Yeah, that actually might be. I think that's the way it goes. That was a bit tricky, a few pieces that seem to fit quite good with each other. So that's the, you can see the cover here. That's this right edge right up here, the yellow part. And then we have that connects to some reds. So there's red from the bar over here, and then there's red from like the another building and so on up there. And they're actually a bit different from each other, different colors of red, but I don't know if I can pick that and tell them apart in this lighting. Oh no, it starts. Yeah, I think that's about right. I guess that might be there as well. Don't think that's the bar though. I think that's something else. What about this? No. That's not right at all. That might just go in there. Yeah, there we go. And this is, yeah, so I think this is this will go up here like that, and then this comes, and there will be some few dark pieces. This corner needs to go down there, and these are pretty much identical, I think. They will be up here and down there, so let's wait for that. There's a bit of a no. There is a darker line going through a few of these, so they're like red and black like that, like this, I think. Let's see if I can find a few more. Those go together. No, and then that's all red. Looks a bit, this has an odd shape to it though. Let's see if we can find that. I think that's it. That's a bit odd as well. Really. So now I'm all over the place here. Trying these red ones. Let's see. These then. It's really hard to see see any difference in these at all. Oh, I think those are right. I think that's a fit as well. And then yeah, this is a bit. Those go together, I think. But these guys, yeah, I think that's a fit as well. Well, I kind of felt right, but I don't think it is. Okay, so as I said, I am all over the place here. Oh, oops. And those go together. And that's also good. So you're getting bits and pieces done here. See, I think this should be in the mix somehow. Mostly going just by size now and sort of how dark they are. Those go together. I don't know. Those could be meant for each other. I'm not that confident though. I'm telling you, it's hard. I don't know if you've done puzzles like these. I'm really not, I really can't see anything here. It's just big glare to me. Somehow it works out anyway, I think, but then when you think you've put everything together, you're realizing that you're missing pieces. And then in fact you're really not, it's just that they're all in the wrong place. So we have to start pulling things apart to get it finished. That's always a bit hard, yeah. As I say, this is just one long stretch of dark pieces. Could be right, it could also be wrong. I'll just go on like this for a while and see what happens, I think. Bit of green in this, I think. Oops, wrong side. No. And green on both of these. This as well. So those should be sort of in the same area. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to leave this for a while now. I'm going to do the green ones, but because I think they're easier. Even though they're pretty much just green, at least I can tell them apart. Just get those out of the way at least. See if these come into play somehow as well. So lots of light green here, and then a few that are a bit darker. And I think they move over into pieces that are even darker than that. I think something like that. Then we start with these, or half. That felt like a perfect fit. It wasn't. Oh yeah, they have like a dark border up top on them, like that. I guess this might go on this side. Yeah, there we go, I think. So that's probably where the bar comes down to the ground down here. I think that's what we're seeing, at least. Actually, this angle is a bit better. That looks just about right. Might just be, I think that's the windows are up here. Something like that, even. Could that be? Maybe, not sure. Leave it at that for now. Alright, so I was doing the greens, right? So that will come down here. And then I guess this will be over here. You can see it, but then here it goes from light green to dark green. I think that's the piece that's in between there. Let's see with these ones. Here we just have to go by how tall they are, and the shape of things. Oh, that was close, but not close enough. So is this? Not really. Oh, I can't see. There's a bit of texture in some of these as well. So you should be able to go by that. Let's see, this has no close. Can't find it. One fits this one. No. Oh, here we go. Nope. That's wrong also. That side was right though. Okay. So, don't know where that wants to go then. I haven't missed any greens, I think. That's not that much. Oh, there we go. Must have missed that earlier. I thought I tried all those ones. Okay, what about this one now? What about this one maybe? Quite, here we go. I think that's a match. I think this one is good. And what about this guy maybe? And perhaps, no. There we go, I think. None of those. What about this one? There we go. I'm just going by the shape of these locks and keys, whatever you want to call it. Not doing such a good job now though. Oh, I was going to say I think that's a good match. Obviously it wasn't. So I think I've gone through pretty much all of them again. But this one, no. This is the last chance. That's not a fit either. So. Let's try all of them again. Not that one. Not that one. It's definitely not this one. There we go. It's a fit. Okay. Oh, here it's actually a bit dark up top there. So now we're pretty much at the end of this. So the rest of them needs to go on this side. I'm really better puzzling from left to right. And then do it going this way, but it will work itself out. I think that's a good, should be a bit higher. There's a good fit. Right, so that may, no, it's just, it's good, not good enough though. That's a good fit, I think. So what's next? That one maybe. Yeah, I think so. And then might be this one. Looks right. And then we have maybe you, no, but this one. And then no, not really. This, no. That felt good. So. Let's just keep it like that for now. Didn't feel quite right. No. Nope. So let's just leave that there. We obviously have an error somewhere here. It's just going a bit too well. Those. Oh, that can't really be so. These go together as well, yeah. So this is pretty good, I guess. Let's see if these, no, that's not really it. I think I've tried everything there, right? So that goes in there. These go in here, maybe that goes, yeah, I think really that in between, and there we go. So that's that, but there is something wrong then in this line. Yeah, now we're in a world of hurt. That felt pretty good. Let's see if there's, oops, if we can tell if there's anything. I think that all looks pretty good. That sort of looks right as well. So if we do this, no. Nope. Let's just take a few pieces at a time then. No, that's not right. That is not right either. And also there's a color difference here. It goes from slightly darker to slightly lighter. So, and these are, I think these really should be over here somewhere. So, I don't know what to make of this. Just going to try a few more. No, that's not it. And it might just be that I am could of course be missing pieces as well. These really seem to go together well. Let's get these over here. Should be 2 pieces missing then maybe. Yeah, I'll just leave it for that for now, and let's see if we can make something out of it. So I think this is going to be a long a long session of doing this which should be easy part of the puzzle. Well, let's just see if I can get any features out of these. Here are a few that are a bit brown in them. This has it like a green streak. That is not right. Neither is that. And that's a good fit, I think. This is actually, that's really in there. So now we're up to that doorway. I don't know. I think this comes over here. Maybe. Let's see, here are a few. These are also pieces of that left part over here. Like that. So they should all go there. There should be a connecting piece then somehow. That might be it. No, maybe. Oops, it's another piece that should go in there. Look from the side, more angles. No. Can't find it, I think. Here, there's a few more. Maybe even that also. Let's see. I go up there like that. Okay. That is wrong though. These should not be connected. Maybe that is wrong to begin with. Well, it doesn't go there though. I go there. let's see. Hold it up to the light. So that's wrong. That should not be there. See if these are better maybe. Yeah. That's the way those should go. And then let's see. No, that does not fit there. I think that looks right. There's a bit of red in this. This is kind of green. Okay, so I think that goes up top rather. What about this? That might be up there as well. Skull. I think that's part of this up here also, and that's the final piece up there. Yeah, and then there's some text up there as well. If I can pick that out. Is that right? Let's see. Yeah, I think it could be. Not super sure though. Let's go together. No, that's too big. That's one there as well. And this has a bit of green in it. Yep, I think that will do it. It's going to be a lot of this. Looking from the side, I think that goes up there. There's a few. That probably should be together somewhere as well. I don't know quite yet though where. Might be with those. About this, is that also? No. That goes there. No, this is. As you can hear, I'm getting silent here. That's because I can't make much out of this. And then maybe we should. I could just go on shape here as well, but since quite a few of these seem to fit in quite a few places. That's a bit hazardous. Don't know where you end up. But it's better than nothing, I guess. So I think those go together. I don't know what they're part of though. Yeah, maybe it's to find a few pieces of that down there. Needs one more or so to get connected. And what will that look like? I don't know. No, not really like that either. What about this? That really has to be, can't be much else. Yeah, I'm struggling. I don't feel confident about any of these pieces anymore. Just try our worst here. See where we end up. Let's see. These maybe. Yeah, why not? Let's see. I think they're pretty good. No. No. This one. Those go together. Don't think those do. I think this. Right, so I think this puzzle will be the end of me because I just can't see anything. I have to do something with the lighting, I think, if I'm going to pull through this. I might just as well puzzle blind. Right, a few messages there. See this, yeah, that has to go there. So that's good. Getting a few of these done. Maybe these are connected. No. Those either. Where can that go then? I don't know if that's part of the sign, maybe. Something. The other way then. No. That doesn't match either. Let's see. No. I think this is the sign, most of it. Guess eventually this has to fit up here, and I think that's the connecting piece there. So that's nice. Let's see if we can finish this up here. Ending up in sort of the same situation as down here. We have a lot of pieces that are, or a few pieces that are obviously wrong, and then it's kind of hard to know what to do with those. I think that's right though, so now we should be kind of close to getting this down here. Finished. So yeah, in theory at least. Let's see, what about this guy? No. Could this be? Yeah, that actually wants to go there. That kind of doesn't make any sense, but let's see where we end up again. Do this. Let's imagine that this is maybe loose, have missing a piece there as well. Let's say those go together, that goes there. Alrighty, so how do we complete this? That does not go up there, and this does not go up there. Yay! This go up here. Yes, might actually do. If you want to go on there, yeah, I think that's about right. What if this? I think this might be. Yeah, that actually feels about right. So let's do a quick count here. Alright, so that's 25, so it should be 40 across. Let's do a countdown here as well. Alright, so that's 39. So there's one piece missing down here, but it looks to be 3 pieces, right? So something is off, and then there's one up here. Let's see if that's, we're missing one there as well. Alright, so there's 25 pieces there, which means that there's just one that's in the wrong place. It's super hard to see which one. I'm just going to pull these. I think that has to be there as well. I think that might be off then. See if that fits. No, not even close to go anywhere else. So I guess that has to be right then. Let's see these two. It just has to be right as well. Just going to turn these over and see. These just look quite perfect actually. Let's give this another try. Yeah, now it fits. I don't know what I did. I did, but obviously I did something. I moved them around somehow. Maybe that fits as well. Yeah. Alright, so I don't know what I did. We still have an issue down here though, where we have one piece missing. Or did I count those to 25 or 40 as well? Let's see. Okay, so that's 40. and that's 39. So we're one edge piece out there. Let's just look through the green ones to begin with, because it would be so nice if it was one of those. If you were to look through, let's see, edge pieces. No, all right. So it should be one of these then. Let's see if we can sift through these real quick. Guess it's not. Oh, here we go. Actually, I found it. So let's see if that makes things better. Yes. So we're done with that. Now it's just a matter of this then. I'm just going to do the same thing with these. I don't know how you do this, but I think it's easier sometimes to see it from the back. See that? I think that might be something that's wrong. That's better. There has to be another piece or so. That's out. Oops. Crashed. That thing. These look quite well. Let's flip them over. Let's see what happens if we do this. Not much, because that did not work at all. What if we try to do this then? That would mean that these two I think there we have it. Yay! Alrighty, so that's the edge or the frame of it done. So let's straighten these out a bit, make it look nice. Cover photo of YouTube stream. There we go, just like that. And then we'll have my smiling face up there. Okay, so I was done with this. It took how much? An hour and 15 minutes, something like that. I think most of it was just trying to get some sort of angle that I could tell these pieces apart. I think this will be a struggle to do this puzzle. A fun one though, a lot of challenges. I'm going to see if I can get something done with the lighting, which makes it a bit less glary. I think that will help a lot. I think that the yellow and green parts will go pretty smoothly. And the other one, the reds, of course. The other areas will be a challenge. So looking forward to doing that. I will be back for another few sessions, probably during the week. I hope to get this done by next weekend. And since we're living in a house that was built in 1939, and this is from it's from the 40s, so it's kind of like the same theme. I think I might just frame this one and put it up in the house somewhere. It has the right feel to it. So, and it's nice sitting here in this lovely cafe and puzzling. I actually think people should do that more, just bring puzzles along to a cafe and sit there all day long with their friends and have some fun. But I'm out for this time. Hope you have enjoyed watching this. If you did, please subscribe. It makes me really happy, and you'll also get updates on when there are new videos to watch. So that's it for now. See you later, guys. Let's see, what should we go out with? I think this one.